Hi folks, this is your MWIS Fleeting View in association with Petzl. Now, one thing to stress in the next few days is the uncertainty in the forecast detail, as we've got quite a complicated weather scenario going on, and you can get that idea from this chart with various zones of low pressure near to the British Isles. Monday is probably one of the more straightforward pictures, really. We do have some rain, and that focused on the south of Wales, some rather murky conditions across south, eastern and mid Wales, around the Peak District and eastern side of the Pennines too. Some breaks in the cloud towards the northwestern parts of the Lake District and locally across the southern uplands, but expect some banks of cloud to be around here as well. Also some low cloud in the southern parts of the Highlands, but to go a bit further northwards there will be some breaks around. A few showers possible with some snow on the Munros, mainly in the morning as dregs of old fronts drift away toward the north, and then becoming a mainly dry story across Scotland. Mostly light winds from many places, a bit gusty around the west coast, around Skye, and also quite windy and gusty across the Welsh mountains as well. Now, Tuesday already showing some difficulties in the forecast detail as an area of low pressure passes eastwards across the country. Now, the strongest winds on that low likely to be toward the south. They may affect the Welsh mountains and perhaps the Peak District, but the very strongest winds and gales may be focused around the English Channel. Further north then, in a broad zone of low pressure across Scotland and northern England, most likely very light winds much of the day, locally maybe a touch gusty. We will see some areas of rain, sleet and snow. Now across Scotland that may amount to very little for many places. There'll be varied low cloud that will be around, but also some breaks. For northern England, as that low passes eastwards, there may be some steadier rain for a time, and temperatures are generally above freezing here across the hills, and some rain and some drizzle quite likely across Wales as well. Again, difficulty exactly on the timing and the movement of that rain across England and Wales. Wednesday, also uncertain. Another area of low pressure comes in. The track of this is looking a touch further south than it was a few days ago, with some heavy rain and mild air coming in across England and Wales. Still some cool air to be found across Scotland, but likely to see temperatures lift with some snow at first, turning to rain to increasingly higher levels. Again, we're watching on the progress of this low. It's quite a developing deep feature with the threat of gales or severe gales forming across the hills and mountains. Greatest risk of that, England and Wales, but Scotland not completely immune. Generally southwesterly winds as we head toward the New Year period. Temperatures will be rising, generally mild. Some thawing will be ongoing across the mountains. The higher Scottish tops in the north may stay near to freezing point at times, so some freeze and thaw cycles possible. Low cloud, some rain and some drizzle, and strong winds likely to be in the forecast. Very low confidence on that chart for New Year's Eve at this stage. There's likely to be low pressure near to us. Whether it's exactly there remains to be seen, but expect there to be some rain, some wind, the prospect for some snow across the higher Scottish mountains, just depending on where the mild and colder air boundary does lie. Keep monitoring your forecast then. We'll have the next video for you on Tuesday. That is your Fleeting View in association with Petzl. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.